Captain's log, stardate 73355-5. Upon graduation from the academy, my fellow cadets and I were assigned to the USSTEM. On our first mission, we encountered Klingons. Our captain was captured, and I was assigned captain of the ship. Upon reflection, I have realized that I learned our voyage is only going to get more and more difficult. So it would seem logical that we would adapt. So, the things that I have learned so far is game design's going to be fun. I'll be able to create cool games like this, and I'll be able to admire people. I've learned to admire the people in the industry who have created games like Star Trek and Star Wars and things of the sort. And that, as I learned in the course, I learned that I wanted to do that. I wanted to create awesome material for people to be able to play, to enjoy. But I also learned that it's not going to be a very easy voyage, and that's okay. That seems logical. Let's see. But I also learned about other industries too that are related to mine, and that was helpful as well because I learned, I believe, how to communicate with the proper industries that I would need to. For example, graphic designing, computer animation, game development. There's not much differences, but there are some differences, and that was interesting to learn. And then if I ever need to convert my games to movies, then I also know how to communicate with, well, a little bit. I would know how to at least research on how to communicate with video industry. Let's see what I learned about my own future. During this exploration was that I've got a lot of potential to come up with some really good ideas, and I hope I do. One day I hope that I'm sitting in the captain's chair and directing a wonderful crew of people to help me make those dreams come true. I would definitely have an office that looks like the Starship Enterprise. True story. I would do that. Or even make the office building itself look like the bridge of the Enterprise. And each floor was a different level of the Starship Enterprise. Anyways, stupid, silly. But, so I learned about that this was the right field for me to choose. My passion about it is just going to continue to grow. And I couldn't ask for a better school to be a part of either. And some of my classes have been awesome so far, and I understand that they're just going to get more and more challenging. But, how can we adapt if we never go up against the Borg? Or the Klingons? We'll never learn how to better our exploration. So that's what I learned about my future. Going forward, how will I apply my skills and concepts that I've gained? I think I will apply them by basically being able to research more, not just in my industry, but in other industries. Like, I think that's an important skill, is to not just know, especially of leaders, is to not just know your area of expertise, but also know the area of expertise of everybody. Uh, Sun Tzu once wrote in The Art of War, to know thy enemy. Chess teaches us to look at least 10, 20 moves ahead. Well, maybe not 20, but at least 10 moves ahead. And um, and I think that's what so the skills that I've taken from this that I can apply is to know the other industries that I'll be working with, my fellow teammates and crew of the, USS School Prize, Enterprise, whatever. Um, so that'll be fun. I look forward to that. I look forward to learning about other areas. I look forward to learning more about my own field and to see how far, what warp speed I'll be able to go. And make sure that I try my best. And if I don't succeed, if at first I don't succeed, then you can only try again, basically. Um, if I could give upcoming TEM classes some advice, cadets, future cadets, I would give you the advice to learn something. Don't think that you know everything, because a true wise person admits that they know nothing. If we all think that we know everything, then what's the point in learning? What's the point in schools? What's the point in books? What's the point in chess? What was the point in, philosophers? What's the point in all that stuff if we don't continue to learn and grow? And so I would say go into this not thinking, if you go into it thinking that you know everything, then you're not going to learn anything. But if you go into it thinking, oh my gosh, I have a lot to learn, then you're going to learn. I would say a Vulcan philosophy, but I'm pretty sure the Vulcans didn't say this. But Buddhists once stated that you have to empty your glass first before you can fill it back up again. Otherwise, it's just going to continue to overflow. And there's no point in that, because, excuse me, you're not really learning anything. You're just taking in water that just keeps overflowing, so you're not really taking anything in. But if you empty your cup out, then you have room to put more in there and just continue to empty it out. So don't think that you know everything, because some of the most intelligent people on the face of this planet will admit that they don't know everything. Albert Einstein even admitted that he didn't know everything. Sir Isaac Newton stated that the only reason he got to where he was at was because the only reason he saw as far as he did was because he stood on the shoulders of giants. So don't be afraid to admit when you don't know something. It won't hurt you. Can't kill you. And that which doesn't kill you can only make you stronger. So, don't be afraid to admit when you don't know something. And don't be afraid to ask questions. The only dumb question is the one not asked. There's exceptions to that rule sometimes, granted. There are some actual dumb questions. But the moral of the story is that you don't know if you don't ask. So, with that being said, I'm very glad that I made it through this class. I'm very glad that we are nearing the end of it. It was very fun. It's the first time a teacher encouraged, well, except for psychology of play, but it's basically the first time that a teacher encouraged us to have fun and work at the same time, but enjoy ourselves and play games. And I will try out some of the games that were mentioned. So that will conclude the end captain's log, and I think it will be time for me to go out and tell the crew to engage. Seems logical. Oops. Let's go out here and let's just tell the crew. Here. Let's go out to the... Yep, I can't sit in the captain's chair. Let's go ahead and sit in the captain's chair. It's a little dark, I apologize. So, to the crew, I wish you the best of luck. Explore. Boldly go where you've never gone before. To an extent. To an extent. So, engage. Thank you.